Once upon a time, in a land far, far away, there was a lovely little village nestled between the soft folds of rolling green hills. In this sweet village lived a girl named Belle. Belle was not an ordinary girl. She was the most beautiful girl in the village, with her chestnut hair, eyes as bright as the morning sky, and a heart as pure as a sparkling spring. Yet, Belle was loved not just for her beauty, but her kind spirit and curious mind, which made her adored by everyone. Close to the village, atop the highest hill, stood a mysterious castle. It was an enormous, brooding structure wrapped in ivy and veiled in shadows, an imposing sight that could not be ignored. Rumors had it that the castle was haunted by a terrible beast. Years ago, an enchantress who was dressed in a shroud of midnight blue had visited the castle, seeking shelter from a terrible storm. She had offered a single rose to the vain and arrogant prince, who dismissed her due to her outward appearance. As punishment for his lack of kindness, she transformed him into a beast. The only way to break the curse was if someone loved him despite his monstrous form before the last petal fell from a magical rose she'd left in a glass dome. One day, Belle's father, Maurice, a kind and gentle inventor, was on his way to a far-off market. On his journey, a fierce storm erupted, and seeking shelter, Maurice stumbled upon the eerie castle. Maurice entered the large wooden doors, his boots echoing in the vast, cold hallways. Suddenly, he noticed a warm glow from a nearby room. Maurice found himself in a beautiful garden room where the temperature was perfect and the most exotic plants flourished. But what caught his eye was not the riot of colors, but a single, perfect rose, encased in a glass dome, standing alone on a marble pedestal. It was so beautiful, so perfect, that he was drawn to it like a moth to a flame. Unable to resist, he decided to take the rose for his beloved daughter, Belle. Suddenly, a deep, rumbling roar echoed through the halls. A beast, terrifying beyond words, with fierce eyes and sharp teeth, emerged from the shadows. Maurice had never seen such a creature, and fear seized him. He was punished for his theft by being locked in a dark, cold dungeon beneath the castle. When Belle's father didn't return, Belle set out, her worry overpowering her fear. She journeyed into the forest, following the same route her father went, and guided by the moon's silvery glow, she found her father locked in the castle dungeon, but suddenly, Belle got stuttered by the beast. She pleaded with the beast for her father's freedom, offering herself as a replacement. Touched by her selflessness, the beast agreed and let Maurice go, while Belle remained behind, a prisoner in the castle. Days in the castle passed, and Belle was not a prisoner in the dungeon, but rather kept as a guest in a fine room of the castle. And as days turned into weeks, Belle discovered that beneath the beast's scary exterior lay a heart full of kindness. The beast, in return, was moved by Belle's beauty and intelligence. The two spent their days exploring the castle, reading from the vast library, and enjoying meals together. Belle began to feel a strange warmth towards the beast. One night, the beast, in his royal blue attire, invited Belle to a dance. As they swirled around the grand hall, something magical happened. They looked into each other's eyes and saw not a beast or a prisoner, but kindred spirits. That night, the beast gave Belle his magical mirror, through which she could see her father. To his dismay, Belle saw her father sick with worry and cold, lost in the forest searching for her. Torn between her promise and love for her father, Belle decided to return home. The beast, despite his heartache, let her go because he loved her. Once home, Belle nursed her father back to health. Yet, her heart ached for the beast, the cursed prince who had become so dear to her. Meanwhile in the village, a proud and egotistical man named Gaston, who desired Belle, learned about the beast and was furious that she had chosen the beast over him. Fueled by jealousy and rage, Gaston led a mob to storm the castle, intending to slay the beast. As the villagers attacked the beast, despite his immense strength, could not find the will to fight, for his heart was heavy with the fear of losing Belle. Belle, witnessing the scene, threw herself in front of the beast, shielding him from Gaston's blow. Her act of love touched the beast's heart deeply, and finding renewed strength, he fought back, eventually defeating Gaston. However, the beast was gravely injured, and as he fell to the ground, he thanked Belle for showing him what it meant to love and be loved. With tears streaming down her face, Belle held the beast close, whispering, "I love you," just as the last petal of the rose fell. Suddenly, a burst of magic erupted from the rose, bathing the room in a warm golden light. The beast's massive form began to change, his growls turning into groans of a man. Before Belle's amazed eyes, the beast was no more. Instead, there lay a handsome prince with kind eyes, very much alive. The curse was broken, not by a hero wielding a sword, but by a brave girl wielding love. Belle, the girl from the village who loved books and adventures, had saved a prince with her generous heart. The prince stood up, feeling the warmth of life flowing in his veins. He held Belle close, his heart beating in sync with hers. The castle, too, was freed from its gloom. The villagers, who had witnessed the transformation, were astounded. They asked for forgiveness for their unfounded fears. The story of Belle and the Beast, now the kind prince, became a legend in the little village. It was a story of love and courage, of looking beyond what meets the eye. It was a reminder that even the fiercest beast could be tamed with kindness, and that even the most enduring curse could be broken with love. In the heart of the grand castle, the magical rose, no longer wilting but blooming, stood under the glass dome. It was a symbol of the prince's past, of Belle's love, and their beautiful journey together. And so, they lived, not merely happily ever after, but bravely, kindly, and lovingly ever after. For they knew that life would bring more adventures, more challenges, but as long as they had each other, they could face anything. After all, as Belle always believed, the real magic was not in spells or curses, but in the pages of books, the kindness of hearts, and the beauty of souls. And that, dear listener, is the end of our tale. Good night, my dear. May you have sweet dreams and wake up to a beautiful new day.